Just before you go out there, or once you're out before you start?
Just before I butterflies. You know what that tells me? It tells me I'm enthusiastic about life, and that rush right there tells me that the adrenaline's still pumping, and I'm a young person on this earth, and I have a lot of fever, and I'm looking to compete and do well.
And be colourful and lively.
And most of all, I'm calm and all.
Watching Randy Macho Man Savage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I'm not looking to get struck today, so that would be silly. So that is true.
What's up?
Okay, I think I got a Rodney coming somewhere around here soon. I hope it is you, fucking Rodney. I'm telling you now. Better not be that knob jockey of a fucking friend he was and porn bomb me. It's good to have you back. I would have stayed in Spain, to be honest. Rodney, I hope the fuck this is you, bro. I'm telling you now.
Hi, Taffy, it's me.
Ah, thank
How
fuck
you
for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everything all right, bro?
Yeah, good, bro. Just came back from Spain with the family.
Nice.
So I had a nice holiday. Good to get away.
Mallorca?
So cheap there, you know. No, the Canary Islands.
Oh, my mother and father fucking left it for there Friday.
Really?
Yeah, they went Friday, they did. 2 weeks, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice. A bit hot though.
Well, that's
You know,
all. My
hot
old
to-
man will love it. I can't stick to eating it, but like easily to love it. Like, yeah.
I saw there was even albinos going there. You know, yeah. And they can't go in the sun, but they still go there. I don't get that.
No way.
I
They must have some.
that'd be like hell. You know, you'd want to go to the coldest country if you're an albino, wouldn't you?
Well, you'd have some sort of factor 1,000 on, or
Oh,
Yeah.
even with that on, you know, that wears off after a few hours. You have to
Yeah.
just keep putting that on, throwing that all, drowning yourself in that
Just-
kind of shit.
Yeah, just like about 3 foot thick on your skin, like.
Mm.
So where'd you go? Went for the week, yeah?
Yeah, I went for a week because my dad has a home there.
Nice.
He
Nice.
rents it out usually, but he left it vacant for me to go there. So free accommodation. It's not bad.
Did you buy any duties?
Duty free.
Yeah.
No. I did see a bottle. I should have, but I couldn't be bothered carrying it because I had big suitcases with me. I couldn't be bothered to carry extra stuff. But there was bottles of vodka, 1 liter, yeah,
Yeah.
€10 in
Wow.
duty free.
So my question to you is, Rodders,
Yeah.
are you back now, a rejuvenated man? Do you need? Are you drunk now today, talking to me?
No, I'm not drunk. No.
Because I know you like to drink. You needed a drink to come up on these panels. Like,
Yeah, I do, but I see your panel's new, so you know I feel more relaxed when there's not many people watching.
yeah, but I ain't
Yeah.
gonna. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But you know,
Yeah.
me and you now, we have celebrities, and it's gonna fill up, bro. I don't know.
I'll get you the view. Don't worry.
Oh, I had about 11 viewers yesterday. And
That's
like,
all right. You know, when I first started, I had 1 or 2 viewers. I remember the times I was streaming to like 3, 4, 1 or 2, and I tell you what, they were the best times. When looking
Yeah.
back on it,
I just gotta
I
say,
didn't have anybody grabbing every word I said and twisting it.
yeah,
Just
you know,
good times.
they do like to do that, Rodders. I gotta say, big up my sister, Violet Sky, beautiful woman, and my brother Phil in the chat.
Yeah.
Rodders is up here, first time on Taft's panel, guys. Yeah, it's nice having you up on my panel, Rodders. For a
Yeah, it's
change,
nice
innit?
to be here. Nice to
Yeah.
be here. Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't know you had a channel until I came back from Spain. I've
Yeah,
only just found your channel now. Really.
no way.
Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I found your channel.
Well, it seems to be filling up. Yeah, now I'll have to get you up here more often, Rodders.
Yeah. They're just waiting for me to say something fucking controversial, and then they'll run with that.
Big up
But
the John
I'm being
BBB.
passive. I'm not bringing any beef to your channel.
It don't
being,
matter. I'm a big boy, but it don't matter. It don't matter.
I'm being passive. I'm just being chilled out, really. A
Good.
different kind of Rodney.
Oh,
When I've got the alcohol, I'm a bit more confrontational.
yeah. I know. I hear that. But I don't think it's like when you said, "Oh, I need to have a drink to come up on the panels or do a stream, your own channel." Yeah.
Mm.
Have that always been the case, Rodders, since I've been talking to you?
Most of the time, the streams I enjoyed were the ones when I was drinking.
Right.
I did do some streams where I wasn't drinking, and I wasn't having fun. I wasn't enjoying it as much.
Last going
But
off.
at the beginning, the ones I did enjoy without alcohol were the early ones.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like I was saying to you, 2 viewers or whatever, they're the best ones. You know, you'll find once you get 30 people in your chat, 40, 50, 60, you find things are very different.
No, I
It's
don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's good. I believe that on you. You don't give a fuck. I believe you.
Yeah.
But some people would.
It's a strange thing. Like, do you know all these people, they get cloned and that, yeah?
Yeah.
Big up all the new fucking people coming in. Welcome, John. 9-0. That's a cricket score, bro. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, John. We beat Bournemouth.
Bloody hell.
We beat Bournemouth 9-0 yesterday.
And it could have been more, couldn't it?
It'd be nice to get into double figures, Rod. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They equaled the record because I think Man United beat Ipswich 9-0 in the 90s or early 2000s.
Well, if that's the way it's going to rock and roll, I'm loving it. Like, so, yeah.
I'm more interested in the European ties. I love the European football.
Well, do you know, like, for the top players to come to the club, you've got to be playing European football. Otherwise, they ain't gonna come to your club.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you've got to be playing Champions League. It's the way it is. Hello, Linda. Big up, love.
Yeah, the best players, they want the Champions League, and if you've got no chance of getting in the Champions League, they won't come to you. But some will follow the money. If they were given enough money, they'd probably forget the Champions League. There are some.
Yeah.
Who would go to China. They go to China and they get like fucking 300 grand a week.
Well, it's
you're not going anywhere going to Chinese football, you know.
Well, a lot of them were going over to America. I don't know whether it was to like Beckham and Gerrard. I think Gerrard done it. Lampard. I mean, they were all going over.
Yeah, Lampard done it at the end of his career. He done it at a good time. He realised he wasn't good enough for the Premiership anymore, so he went to the USA. Beckham went there because he wanted to throw his brand around. Yeah, him and his missus. They wanted to break America, really. They thought they could do that. It never worked, by the way. No one knows Beckham in America.
Well,
if you say Beckham in America, I think there's an American footballer called Beckham. And that'd be the only guy they would know about.
No way.
Yeah. The average American on the street wouldn't know who Beckham is.
I suppose. Yeah. Their football is American football, isn't it?
Yeah, so, they got the American football, basketball, and then they got the baseball and ice hockey.
Yeah.
So our football is like the 5th of their sports.
It's soccer out there, isn't it?
Yeah, soccer, they call it soccer. You know, what I can believe is there was like a school game in the park. I don't know if it's a school or whatever, but the kids had bubbles, you know, like big inflatable bubbles.
Yeah.
They were standing in the bubble.
Oh, yeah.
And they were playing football like that. I mean, come on. It looks ridiculous. It looked the most stupid thing I've seen in my life. And what did the kids gain out of that?
Oh, Al said is saying you play netball in school.
Netball? No, I've never played netball. Basketball? I'm shit at basketball. I was good at hockey.
Hockey? I never
I
played
was
hockey.
I was fucking brilliant at hockey.
No. I always feel with hockey, you're crouched over, like, do you know what I mean? You seem to be crouched over, you never stand up straight, like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but I can do that. I'm quite capable of doing that. I used to score a lot of goals in hockey. I was the best in the school by far the best. There was no competition for me.
Best with the stick, eh?
Yeah.
We only played rugby. That's all.
With the long, hard, wooden stick.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Rugby we played, bruv. That's it. Rugby.
I played some rugby, but it was like safe rugby. You don't tackle. You have to just touch. Tap the sides of them. Just something stupid like that. It was just like we learn how to pass the ball and go over the line. We'd do that kind of shit. Scrums we weren't doing. Were you doing scrums?
I was scrum half. So yeah, I was out
scrum half. So you're behind the scrum. The scrum would be in front doing their thing, and you're the one who takes the ball. The scrum half.
As you can imagine, I was like a whippet in school. I was fast, innit? I was fucking fast. I was lightning, bruv, right? I still am now, but only over 10 meters, if you know what I mean. I haven't got the lungs now, innit? From smoke.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, I was out on the wing with my hands down in my shorts, keeping my hands warm, innit? Fucking pass me the ball, innit? Fucking freeze him, and my teeth go. And I thought, fuck this. I'm going to get fucking where the action is, and scrum half is where the action is, but yeah. But I didn't want to be in the scrum fight.
I had enough of their petty fucking rules where you have to just tap them. So I thought, fuck it, this is not how it's done on TV. No. I'm gonna really do a real tackle. I got the boy, and I swung him around. I fucking threw him on the ground. I did the worst tackle you could see possible.
Yeah. Oh, well,
fucking flattened the guy.
We could spear tackle when I was playing. Like, we could still spear tackle you. Do you know what I mean?
What's the spear tackle?
Well, just sort of like pick you up just under your arms, pick you up in the air, and then just drive with my shoulder. Then I just drive you into the floor. So neck first.
All right, I threw the guy over on his neck first. Without moving forward. I just stopped, threw the guy over, and then carried on running.
So I thought, fuck, I'm going to go and play football now. And I was a pretty good footballer. But
yeah.
Which
position did you play?
Right wing.
Nice.
Or striker. And it, like, I was fast. I was just genuinely fast. I'll kick a ball ahead of you or nutmeg you, and I'll just run around you. Do you know what I mean? And just use my speed. Like,
I was good at football when I was like in primary school, and then I just faded in secondary school. Yeah. I was in the team. We were playing another school, but I fucked up in that game as a defender.
So did you?
I got nervous, and
so
then.
Did you play county then, or just the school? Like
no,
hockey,
just
with hockey, or
with hockey it was only the school. We did play another school in hockey as well, but it was mostly only in the school.
It was pretty cool because Gwent is my area, my sort of what they call it in Wales. You got Powys, you got Gwent, you got Glamorgan, Mid Glamorgan, all these different sort of districts, yeah. And they would play. And Gwent, you could have when you played for Gwent, it was like when you get play for Wales, you get a cap, innit? You get your cap, your Welsh cap, yeah.
Yeah, in Ireland they got GAA, Gaelic football.
Yeah, that's
hurling.
That's tough.
They're the number one sports. My father played Gaelic football for Cork.
Yeah, that's fucking tough going.
But he actually represented them professionally.
It's brutal, bro. Yeah.
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 It is brutal. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was only like 17 at the time as well.
Yeah.
He got into the team, but then
my
he
point,
moved to England.
my point was, do you know, like the normal school tie you had to wear, like everybody else got in there, yeah. But when we get to Form 5, you had a red tie to show you was just sort of, yeah, this is the last year. I'm you know what I mean? I'm in the last year of comp. I'm leaving after this year. But like when you played for Gwent rugby, you had this light blue tie, which was then different from everybody else's again. And it's only like a couple of us from the rugby team, school rugby team, who played for Gwent. And we had these lovely light blue ties and that. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, it felt proper, like felt proper.
Yeah. But you know, these are when we were younger. Now, looking back on it, I couldn't compete like that. I can't do what I did in the early days. I try kicking now, try my kicks, and they're not the same. They're not as fast, not as hard.
What about hockey then? If you picked up
hockey, you haven't done it since school.
Yeah, but it wouldn't take you that long to get back into it.
It wouldn't, but I'm old now. I'm 40.
Yeah, you are getting on.
Yeah, I'm too old to start that. I swear I was good enough to be pro at hockey. I would have been good enough.
Wow. I would have always classed that as a sort of like a woman's sport. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, like.
Yeah.
But women do
Women do play it, but I wasn't playing with women.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. There is women's hockey, but there's women's rugby as well now, which is very popular.
And them sticks are pretty lethal, mind, as well, aren't they?
Definitely. One time we were playing with plastic sticks.
I remember them. Yeah.
That was one time we were doing. But when we got better, we were told to buy our own sticks. Get the proper ones.
What's the wood? Them sticks. The wood. What's the wood? Do you know what type of wood it is they're made out of? Like, I think, like a cricket club, a cricket bat is like teak, or it's a teak wood. What's the hockey stick made out of? Because they're pretty durable, aren't they?
Not sure, actually. Never really thought about it.
What about the chatters? I wonder if they know.
I don't know, actually.
Talk to the chat a minute, Rod. I'm gonna go down to my fridge a minute. I'll be back.
I have to go now, Taff. I have to go and do some things, mate.
All right, bro. All right, yeah. Oh, nice of you to drop in, and welcome home.
All right, cheers, Taffy. Take care. Good luck,
bro.
mate.
Are you gonna be doing lives again, or that's it for you?
There's no plan at the moment, but do you know what I'm like? I just start a live when out of nowhere, when I feel like it, that kind of thing. But at the moment, I don't feel like it, Taffy.
Yeah, fair enough, bro. Fair enough,
yeah.
Bro. It's nice to have you back anyway. Nice to hear your voice.
All right, mate. Take care.
And you, bro.
Cheers.
Bye now.
Bye.
There you go, guys. Rodney K on the Taffsters. Willow. Thank you, Rob. Willow. Yeah, because they're pretty tough. It's a pretty tough wood, that willow. That's the guess. I think it would be. I was just watching a clip, guys, of do you remember? Oh shit. I'd forgotten. Hold tight. Do you remember Macho Man Randy Savage? You don't remember Going Live, the program, the kids program Going Live? I think it used to be on a Saturday morning. Macho Man Randy Savage on Going Live. Oh yeah. You remember him, guys? Oh yeah. Macho Man, Randy Savage. I think he's dead now. He's dead. I'll be back now, guys. 2 secs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Gordon the Gopher and Gordon the Gopher. Remember that little puppet, Gordon the Gopher? Fucking brilliant, bro. Oh, yeah. Okay, so unless nobody else wants to come up, guys, I'm going to crack on with the music I know I can play without getting struck. Oh, yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. And if you do want to come up, guys, just let me know now. Just let me know. What is your fucking problem, bitch?
What is your fucking problem, bitch? What is your fucking problem, bitch? What is your fucking problem, bitch? Fuck police. Fuck police.
I've just found something. I've just found something. Just found something. I've just found something. I just found something. Special Elite Team Operation UK. Special Elite. Let's have a look at this. Raids across Britain.
Stop, keep going, top right, top right, bottom. Reach! Keep going,
Every day, across Britain, hundreds of raids take place in secret.
Some of the places we do go, their life choice is to be a criminal.
Filmed over 1 year, this series has gained exclusive access to some of the best raids teams in the UK. Catching crooks, red-handed.
They have to be prepared for whatever they find on the other side of those doors. Drugs, money, firearms.
Seizing illegal contraband.
It's just a city in the market wealth.
It's about strategy, supplies, getting results, and putting the criminals behind bars.
If you choose to live your life in this way, we will identify you and we will prosecute you.
Strike.
Oh, this is fucking Newport. This is in fucking my area.
In the last 5 to 10 years, the Newport area in reality has become the centre for drug supply for the southwest. And we have been actively involved, at least for the last 4 years, in trying to make a dent in that.
Britain is facing a drugs epidemic. These officers are tasked with fighting it in South Wales.
I would estimate that about 90% of our time is taken up with tackling drug supply coming into South Wales from other areas of the UK.
Fatalities from illegal street drugs are at a record high.
Our efforts in the last 2 to 3 years really have been about trying to bring back a degree of control into the area of Newport around the large-scale supply of Class A drugs such as cocaine and heroin. That really has become an issue within that city. It's pervasive. It gets into every aspect of people's lives, from simple thefts to violent crime, and literally destroys communities.
After months of painstaking surveillance, officers are about to raid multiple properties linked to an organised crime network flooding the streets with Class A drugs.
We're talking about 5 or 6 well-established gangs across the South Wales area receiving large quantities of heroin on a weekly basis.
Traditionally, gangs across the UK use couriers locally.
Afternoon, brother. Afternoon.
And collect their cash, who are unknown to the police.
Newport, this is Morph. 13 miles down the road.
One of the males we've identified is from the Plymouth area, Raymond Lee, who we put under surveillance. Our plan is to follow the money and the drugs to map the network for us. Surveillance reveals Raymond Lee is critical to the drugs network. He's the link between the major suppliers and the gangs distributing drugs on the streets. Couriers like Raymond Lee don't come along very often.
To have an individual that in effect maps out the whole organization view, I've probably seen once or twice in my career. Raymond Lee is the keys to the warehouse. We've got this footage of Raymond Lee conducting numerous exchanges across the UK.
Okay, this is raids carried out across Britain, Special Elite Team Operation UK. I didn't know it was going to be about fucking my area. But yeah, make it a bit more interesting.
With money going in and drugs coming out. That in turn enables us to identify the individuals involved.
The huge scale of this drugs network is becoming clearer.
You're talking millions. You're talking people who are making millions of pounds, year in, year out, all on the back of other people's misery. Our ultimate objective is to tackle those at the highest end. What we will effectively be looking to arrest is every single individual at the head of those organised crime units.
If you see somebody, shout contact.
Inevitably, when you go through the door, there is that element of like, are they there? Are they not?
Body cams on there. Yeah. We're going to form up before we move on the address.
Hang about, that's bullshit, because they ain't going to go through the door and put the door through and nobody be there and find nothing, because they'd have to pay for the door, and the coppers ain't going to want to do that. So they're going to know that that stuff is there and the people are there. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
We get one opportunity to get the evidence that we need and to arrest the individuals that we need.
Knock your lights off.
Coming up, a team in Wolverhampton raids shops selling illegal tobacco.
That's counterfeit, and there was also some counterfeit in the gantry as well. You can't have it, it's illegal.
And the net closes in on the organised crime gangs making millions from Class A drugs. All across Britain, hundreds of raids target fake goods and illegal contraband.
Illicit tobacco in Wolverhampton's been growing big time. Right, today, Operation Hurricane. There's allegations that there might be illicit tobacco stored on the premises there. All the police officers with us today will come with us to the shop. Again, it's because of intelligence that I received this morning. We think it's safer. It's part of organised crime, people smuggling, child exploitation, the smuggling in of arms. And I think when we're buying cheap cigarettes, we need to think, well, where is my money going?
Illicit tobacco costs the UK almost £2.5 billion in lost tax every year.
Welcome, Bear Bones.
Carry out
Welcome to the show.
try and stop these under-the-counter sales.
Majority of intelligence comes from the public. They phone us up on Crime Stoppers. Sometimes they come into the council themselves and they tell us this is happening.
Raids like this have resulted in millions of pounds of fines.
We have had people imprisoned as a result, and I think the steepest imprisonment was 26 months. Losing your freedom is quite a big thing.
There's quite a lot of storage at the back, isn't there?
Yeah, you go upstairs.
Today, their first target is a corner shop they've had complaints about.
I'll go and introduce myself. Hello, sir. Hello. Diane Slapp from Trading Standards. Oh, right, okay. Where was that? Under the counter? What's been found in the
Camel balls. Did you see that, guys? Camel balls.
The UK health warnings on there.
Look at that.
Held between the jaw, the cheek, and the gum, and it's carcinogenic. So that is banned. We've also got hand rolling tobacco. It's in a foreign language. It's not in its plain packaging that it's got to be in now. And I have a suspicion that's counterfeit.
Oh, I've had a couple of them.
We also have foreign tobacco from abroad. It doesn't have the UK health warnings on. That suggests to me that the correct duty hasn't been paid for it to come into this country. These cigarettes are what known as cheap whites. There's no standards to check, monitor the sort of heavy metals and stuff that are in there in the top.
Yeah, it's nasty, Bare Bones. It's nasty. It's nasty. But it ain't 30 quid a
the
pack.
Counterfeit tobacco and look for further evidence.
Camel balls.
Just lift that out. Paul, got a notebook selling a load.
Notebook, you dull bastard.
The notebook is a record of
What a dull
suspected illegal
bastard.
cigarette sales.
That's coming with me.
You know it is. That's proper evidence, you dull bastard.
There's been sales taking place.
That's counterfeit.
Oh yeah.
That's counterfeit.
it was here.
Yeah, and there was also some counterfeit in the gantry as well.
In the back.
In the gantry.
2 boxes, yeah.
Because of that, also, we found oral tobacco. That is
Yeah, what a fucking idiot, Bob.
carcinogenic.
What an idiot, like.
Because of that, we're going to seize it all.
Ben, did you take the box that I had or not?
Yes.
Oh, that was mine.
You can't have it.
How many bags do we have? 5.
5. It was over 2,000 cigarettes all in all.
Fucking
in that
bootful.
shop.
For Paul and Diane, this raid has gone to plan.
She looks a right
Not all of them.
bitch.
We do have them shouting at us a lot and swearing. Usually when there's police officers there, they're a bit more careful.
The next shop owner is a familiar face.
Hello, sir.
Oh, corner
Trading
shop
standards.
again.
We've had more complaints.
Corner
about
shop
your
again.
Selling illicit tobacco. We've got the search dog again, so we're going to go and search like we did last time, as you remember. And we've got a warrant to search the whole of the premises, including upstairs. Can we let the dog in then? The tobacco search dogs that we use are invaluable. The shopkeepers think they'll be distracted by the use of coffee grounds.
Love them dogs. They're awesome, these dogs. Them dogs are awesome.
1 packet and an open packet.
The only coppers I like. The only coppers I like are them dogs.
What have you got those?
For myself.
For yourself?
Yeah.
Thought we talked about not having these on the premises, didn't we? Last time I came in,
Yeah.
I said not to have these.
Packs of cigarettes in a black bag, right, within boxes of crisps. Okay.
Okay.
Got any camel balls?
The sniffer dog guides them to a small stash.
Fucking straight on it.
Thing, so that is a classic Hyde.
Hello, Chris. Do you want to go out the back?
The search is well underway when there's a development.
Hello. Okay, is she driven off? Okay, hang on. Di,
Yeah.
the occupant of the red car has just got in the car.
Right, get the police now. Where's the police?
A red car linked to the shop has been seen driving off.
It's a red Corsa.
The team are worried the driver is heading to the shop owner's home address, where they suspect an even bigger consignment of illegal tobacco is hidden.
Bum, bum,
The
bum.
property was due to be searched next.
We wanted to get there quickly. We wanted to search that car, see what was there, and I had suspicions that they would probably be taking the cigarettes out of the premises.
The team need to stop the car before any
How
potential
many
evidence
cigarettes
can
can you
be
get in a Corsa, guys? Taffy's Town! Taffy's Town!
In South Wales, police continue to target an organised crime network supplying millions of pounds worth of drugs.
We always seek to cut off the head of the snake, because if you don't deal with those at the highest end of supply, and only
You lying bastard. You lying bastard. Because you would rather bang somebody for a pack or pouch or 10 bag of green, yeah, rather than go to the top guy. That's a lie.
deal with those at the individuals at the bottom end, that supply will keep on coming.
That's what you do.
One of the most critical elements of the operation is surveillance.
Picture paints 1,000 words, and when you have video evidence, it's absolutely golden, and will do far more damage in court than any statement or any other observation that you will ever have.
Only now you've learned that.
What in essence we are doing is following the couriers to lead us ultimately to those individuals who matter most, namely the heads of the organised crime gangs.
That's bollocks. That's bollocks.
The team have identified one of the couriers, 52-year-old Raymond Lee, who drives this distinctive gold Astra. He becomes the key target of the police surveillance operation.
When you're dealing with couriers who are travelling sometimes hundreds of miles, working 15, 16-hour days, is an enormous problem for us. Small errors can have a devastating impact on the inquiry. So the pressures on individuals, on the team, on myself, are substantial.
The covert operation is getting results.
The weeks and months of effort are paying off because Raymond is now identifying the network to us. And more importantly, he's enabling us to gather substantial evidence against all these individuals, which will prove crucial later on down the line. Eventually, Raymond takes us to Liverpool, helps us to identify those in the city who are supplying the heroin. And from there, we then follow him across the country to Gloucester and to South Wales and other areas of the UK, who are then receiving the drugs from the Liverpool OCG.
But there's still one key player missing.
We know from the couriers that there is a significant outlet in the Plymouth area. Regular runs are going down to the southwest, and it's our objective to identify who that individual is. From the surveillance footage, we identify a male in Plymouth, namely Nicholas Evans. And he turns out to be quite an interesting individual in his own right. He appears to lead a normal life. He's a family man. And you could walk past him in the street and would think nothing of it. And yet is one of the largest heroin suppliers in the Plymouth area, undoubtedly. We'd estimate he's probably receiving 4 to 5 kilos of heroin every 5 to 10 days.
Shit.
And he, as a result, becomes an important part of our inquiry.
The question now is when to strike.
It's a constant balancing act. In order to build that case, I have to allow some of those drugs to go onto the streets. I'm eager to remove these people out of the communities that they are slowly destroying. But on the other hand, I have to be confident that when I step across that line and arrest them, that I have enough evidence to put them behind bars. And it's not a decision I take lightly, because I'm well aware of the fact that I am literally playing with people's lives.
Coming up, in coordinated dawn raids across the UK, police seize drugs and bundles of cash.
They have to be prepared for whatever or whoever they find on the other side of those doors that they're going through.
And in Wolverhampton,
He was smug. He was so confident.
the hunt is on for thousands of hidden counterfeit cigarettes.
I'm there tearing my hair out thinking they're somewhere, we just didn't know where.
Strike, strike, strike.
In South Wales, an elite task force is investigating gangs flooding the area with Class A drugs. The operation has now reached its most critical point. It's time to find out if the months of painstaking surveillance will pay off.
We've done our observations. We've collated our evidence. We think we've got enough. Now comes the point where we step across that line and start to arrest the individuals concerned.
The first target is the courier police have been watching, Raymond Lee.
Wow. Doesn't he look like, he looks like he does look like Penfold of Danger Mouse. Ever see Danger Mouse, guys? He looks like Penfold.
Watching, Raymond Lee.
This is what I need to get before we get to stationary traffic. Yeah, do it. Lighting him up now.
What you're seeking to do is take out individual pieces
Do you want to come round the front of us?
without bringing down the whole inquiry, almost like a game of Jenga. And choosing which piece you take out and when is the most difficult part.
Yeah, he do.
He's pulling over.
So Pasquale,
Try and get him over
yeah.
a bit more. Yeah, it's just stopped to the traffic. We'll do it now.
Officers search Raymond Lee's car.
Oh, what's in the car? What's in the car?
Yeah.
Oh,
On the
bingo,
back seat,
bingo,
in a shopping bag,
bingo.
5 kilos of heroin,
Oh,
with a street value
shit.
of around £5 million.
Oh my
It just reaffirms
God.
this is supply on an enormous scale. The reality for us is that any heroin that we seize is really the tip of the iceberg. Heroin which is bought in bulk supply will inevitably be adulterated down to make larger amounts of heroin. So quite quickly, that 200 or 300 kilos that we have identified will soon become 600-700 kilos on the streets.
Hey, if you just stand on there, put your feet on that feet bar,
With Raymond Lee in custody, we are now under pressure and in effect on the clock. We're not quite in a position to arrest the other individuals in question. But I know that
he's
there's
fucked.
a risk
He's fucked.
of some of them seeking to flee the country.
Just days after Lee's arrest, the Liverpool gang boss feeding the whole supply chain, Sean Doolan, tries to skip the country.
I had a difficult decision to make. Do I allow him to leave, possibly never to be seen again, or do I arrest him at the airport and show the evidence we have earlier really than I want to?
Doolan is
B?
intercepted as he tries to board a plane.
Simply allowing him to leave the country was not an option for us. No one priority now is arresting the other gang leaders. Those at the heads of each gang, they are in it purely for the money and nothing else.
Within the next 2 hours, they aim to arrest the heads of 7 major drugs gangs.
These will be the ones that are effectively controlling the supply, moving it around the country, and those making the most money from it. Their earning potential will run into hundreds of thousands, if not millions.
Okay, we good to go?
Yeah, good to go.
Now we're targeting addresses in Plymouth, a number in Gloucester, and South Wales.
While police get ready for the raids, DI Andy Bartholomew prepares to coordinate the action.
We get one opportunity to arrest the individuals that we need. So it has to be in a very short period of time, and it has to be highly effective. You have to get it right first time. There aren't any second chances. They have to be prepared for whatever or whoever they find on the other side of those doors that they're going through. Some are extremely violent, some possess firearms and are willing to use them. Yeah.
Knock your lights off. Body cams on there. Yeah.
Front window! Railing front window!
Front window!
Get down on the ground!
Front window!
Get down on the ground! Contact! Get down on the ground! Put your hands behind your back! Police with a wallet! Hands behind your back!
Let's sit there. See you are. Don't move now.
Team 1 finds someone in one of the
Look at the
target
fucking
properties in
door!
Newport.
Look at the
There's a
door!
problem. He's not one of the men they're after.
Ah, you plonkers!
Many of them live a chaotic, transient lifestyle. However, there will be individuals, particularly at the heads of those gangs, who do live a more settled lifestyle.
But they have got one more shot and one more raid. And it's the biggest. The arrest team in Plymouth are going after Nicholas Evans, believed to be the local gang boss.
Nicholas Evans appears to be a normal family man. However, he is one of the main suppliers for heroin in the Plymouth and South Wales area. Intelligence would suggest that there may be a child living at the address with Nicholas Evans, and as a result, that forces us to take a different approach. But we need to get in there as quickly as possible to ensure that no one in the address destroys evidence.
Go and check the back door, see if there's a way in. Front door now, not going in, stand by, stand by. Stay on the front, Grimmers.
Shit. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know if you just heard me, but I'll say it again. This Nicholas Evans, how silly, how stupid is this man? Yeah, he got a child with him, his possible child with him, his family's with him, and he's just putting him in a wall of danger. Like, it's insane.
I'll let the lads in.
They've got their man, Nicholas Evans.
Might take that because your injury, all right?
I'm now arresting you on suspicion of conspiracy to supply Class A drugs. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention. One question, something which you later.
You were fucked, bruv. You were fucked. Absolutely fucked.
Line in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yeah, so I'm just going to scrape it into the bag.
In his house, they find quantities
Look
of
at
goods
that!
and large amounts of money.
Oh.
We did find £20,000 in cash. That evidence is vital to us because it goes towards our argument that this man is a high-level, highly organised heroin supplier.
They are now against the clock to gather the evidence they need.
It is vital that we move quickly because things like mobile phones, money, and drugs don't generally tend to last long once the criminals are aware of our presence.
Along with the money and drugs, they also find much, much more.
Interesting.
Well, it's got lots of numbers and lots of names that might relate to like a dealer's list.
Detail is absolutely vital, and the teams will all be looking for small items of clothing that will identify individuals who we have seen on surveillance involved in exchanges. And those small items will prove seismic at court.
Yo, say, and the drugs will. And the drugs will, bro.
Hello, sir. Trading Standards. We've had more complaints about your shop selling illicit tobacco. They found some.
In Wolverhampton, a raid has found illegal cigarettes hidden in a shop.
Right.
No.
The occupant of the red car has just got in the car.
Right, we'll get the police now. It's a red Corsa.
A car linked to the shop has driven off. It's now been spotted outside the shopkeeper's home, and the raid team are in a race to catch up with it.
We wanted to get there quickly. We wanted to search that car, see what was there. I had suspicions that they would probably be taking the cigarettes out of the premises.
They find the car, but there's nothing in the boot.
The car was clear, totally clear. I felt they were hidden somewhere else. It was just finding them. Just leave things alone. Just leave it.
That's what he can smell. It's the outer wrapper.
So that's his jacket. So he's got a packet of cigarettes in there. That'll need to be seized. Thought you said you didn't smoke. First time I'd met him, he didn't smoke. When I asked him why he'd got these cigarettes around, apparently he'd only just started smoking again. And I'm thinking, this is strange. I can't smell smoke in the house. Why have they got these cheap whites that are not meant to be in this country? All foreign.
It's something, but it's not the big haul the team's intel had suggested they would find.
He was smug. He was so confident. And I'm there tearing my hair out thinking they're somewhere, we just didn't know where.
Frustrated, the team are about to move on.
We've got cardboard boxes here.
When a police officer spots something through the keyhole of a side gate.
You got a few thousand? Lovely, nice.
Yeah, about 10 grams worth in money.
Really?
Yeah.
Bingo. I counted over 43,000 single cigarettes in those boxes.
They found what they're looking for.
The street value, if they were being sold at £4 a packet, are going to be about £8,500 worth. That is brilliant.
I think we should get him over here, Di. I think we should caution him up about this.
I'd like you to come with me, please.
This is not my... I'm never coming to here first time in my life. 4 years I hear I'm coming
But look at it from my point of view. You've got a shop. We're investigating you for selling illegal cigarettes, yeah? We've had complaints about it. Now we find this next door. You tell me, how does that look to you?
I don't know how to explain for you.
You can't explain?
No.
No.
Because I didn't know anything about this, what I said to you.
Okay.
The discovery of thousands of pounds worth of counterfeit cigarettes in the alleyway is the evidence the team needs.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. He wasn't so cocky by then.
We have to speculate how they got there, but at this house where we execute the entry warrant, you can get to the alleyway from the back. There's two old ladies next door. It's unlikely to be them.
We went back to the shop for a final sweep.
Have you got any more anywhere else? Sure.
Is there anything else you want to tell us? No, I've got no more. Let's go and have a look. Oh my word.
Oh my God.
This is getting to be a good day, isn't it?
That dog, look at that dog. He fucking shit on.
You've seen them in the fridge. Put under the hood. I mean, that's quite a nice touch, actually, isn't it?
Wow.
It shows how crafty they can be. Well done, you. Well done. Don't lose your paperwork. I advise you to seek advice from a solicitor. We're not talking about a gentleman bringing a few hundred cigarettes back.
Oh, there's a
there's
a surprise. There's a fucking corner shop. Oh, there's a surprise, guys. People watching. There's a surprise. A fucking another corner shop. Even called the corner shop. You couldn't make it up.
It's big time. It's now organised crime.
A large haul of illegal cigarettes taken off the streets. And a warning for anyone else involved in selling fake tobacco.
Part of this is to say to people, we will come to your house.
It's so vital that they actually see it with their own eyes in the streets in which they live.
The cigarettes will be taken away, tested and destroyed.
It's nice to know that if there's something unsafe on the street...
I mean, guys, don't they earn enough money from their fucking Rice Krispies or their fucking HP sauce or their cans of Coke? They got to do that.
And you've got it off the street, it's a boost because you made a difference somewhere.
It's a big result for the raid team.
Very good bit of work.
On 3 occasions he told us he didn't have any. On 3 occasions he was lying.
And if he didn't smoke before, he does now.
Shop owner Aram Shalihi pleaded guilty to selling counterfeit cigarettes. He was sentenced to 9 weeks in prison, suspended for 12 months.
Good boy, Scraps.
Coming up.
If you obstruct us, you could be arrested for breach of the peace.
In Liverpool, tampering with the electricity supply turns a pub into a potential death trap.
It's definitely not safe, and it's definitely illegal, and it definitely shouldn't be here.
And it's the end of the road for the drugs gangs, supplying Class A's across...
Definitely. Cost of living crisis. Everybody's going to be tampering with the electricity supply. So get fucking used to it.
The southwest.
When you finally have these individuals under lock and key, there is that sense of relief, but also the realization that now the work really begins.
Strike.
Energy theft cost an estimated £400 million every year. It's up to the gas and electricity company.
Yeah, and it's about to cost £800 million soon. You watch.
To stop it. They send in special enforcement teams to do the job. On shift today are Matthew Godridge and Damien Hornby.
We're out there every single day, finding theft, finding dangerous supplies.
British gas coppers. Couldn't make it up. Got British gas coppers now. Look.
They send in special enforcement teams to do the job.
British gas. British Gas. Special info. Are you fucking mad? You're mad.
On shift today are Matthew Godridge and Damien Hornby.
We're out there every single day finding theft, finding dangerous supplies. You know, people are putting their own lives at risk, putting other lives at risk.
British Gas, come to check the electric meter, please.
There's people running businesses that want to make as much money as they possibly can if they get away with not paying their gas and electricity.
What we have there is an illegal meter. It's breaking the law.
There's been threats of violence, so you've always got to have that in the back of your mind. You've always got to be ready. You've always got to be on your A game.
Today, this team is being dispatched to a pub which had its electricity supplies cut off after running up a massive unpaid bill. But somehow, the power is still on.
Our debt department have been round. When they pulled the fuse, all the electricity stayed on. So they've reported it to us. We'll find out when we get in there. Hey mate, you alright? British Gas, mate. We just need our key electricity, mate. Yeah.
When they arrive, it's obvious this pub has electricity.
Just speak to the landlord.
We have got a warrant from the court that gives us permission to go down there.
Right.
So phoning him he's not going to make any difference. I mean, you can phone him and let him know that's what we're doing, but we do need to get down there to have a look because we do know that there's a problem with it. Yeah.
First, they have to find the electricity meter. Getting to it is not going to be easy.
Right, I've got British Gas here with a warrant to search my meter. Right, okay.
Tell us where the cellar is. We'll just go down and do our bit. Otherwise, we're going to have to get a locksmith in here who's going to start picking locks. You do kind of get an instinct from the way the customers react to you being there.
Now, ultimately, our job is to, we've got a warrant to inspect the electric meter and fittings. We need to do that now.
Right.
Can you show us this?
I send you away to come back again?
No.
Can't do that.
Can't do that.
We've got a locksmith.
We've got one with
We're going to be getting in the next sort of 10, 15 minutes. So.
We've got the police with us as well. If there's a breach of the peace,
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Are they outside?
They're in.
They're in?
Yeah.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah. We need to get down there
If
now.
you just open the door,
Right.
you can ring us back, can't you? So.
If you don't let us in,
Yeah.
we'll have to pick that door
Yeah.
or drill it or whatever you have to do to get in it.
Yeah.
If you obstruct us, you could be arrested for breach of the peace. We don't want that. You seem like a decent guy. You're quite cooperative. Yeah. We don't want to fall out with you.
Not even 2 minutes to get a call back to the...
We need to get in there now. We need to get in there now, mate. Yeah.
There you go, lad.
The barman's done his best to stall and prevent them from gaining access until he can speak to his boss. But it's no good. This team have heard it all before.
They always do try and throw us off the scent. You know, haven't got a key, the owner's away on holiday. The reason why we're getting refused access is because they know that we know there's something wrong with it. There's nothing going through that live.
Because there's no fuses in the black fuse carriers, which therefore should mean that there's no power. It's bypassing the meter completely, and it's an illegal connection.
It's a bit messy, like, isn't it?
Well, my friend, you better get used to that shit, that wiring. You better get used to that wiring because that is going to be prevalent throughout the next months. As long as this shit crisis is going on.
Electricity's not being metered at all. It's not recording the use of electricity. So basically, pub's been getting electricity for free.
The illegal power supply could also be deadly.
Bare copper, exposed wire. There's a lot of risks when you're messing around with gas and electricity. The majority of people who are tampering, they don't know what they're doing. You know, there's always that risk of the supply going pop. It can cause a spark, an arc, a fire. It's dangerous.
Our number one priority is safety. You know, ultimately the
It
people
looks like they've done actually a good job. No sparks, no arcs, no fire.
who live there or work in there, but ultimately, you know, the Joe public who go in there, they don't realise that they're putting all those people in danger.
But that's not all.
We followed some cables around and we found exposed wire, which is live. This is another spot.
That is quite dangerous,
it's definitely
actually.
not safe, and it's definitely illegal, and it definitely shouldn't be here.
And there's more.
Oh,
More?
another supply coming in.
More, you say?
Third illegal meter bypass.
It'll be reported to the police. It's a significant find. It's quite a big place. There's a lot of energy going through this place. He's not paying for it. He's made it dangerous. We have seen people get prosecuted for things like this.
Like I say, get fucking used to it, bro. Yeah, because your job is going to be hard in the next coming months.
Part of our job, certainly from a commercial aspect, is to report them to the police.
So you want the cut-out changing on that? That's taken out. Yeah.
The team make the electric safe and cut off the payment-free power supply.
And everything that was used to bypass the supply has been removed. We've got the meter itself, we've got all the cables, we've got the armoured cable, so there's no risk of that being illegally reconnected again.
The pub in Liverpool was disconnected from the electrical supply and given a backdated bill for more than £35,000.
Oh!
There was no prosecution. And the customer has since paid all monies owed. The supply has been reconnected. The drug dealers arrested during coordinated dawn raids have now been to court and convicted of conspiracy to supply Class A drugs.
All right, mate, let me know. Trouble, bye.
Amongst them, Nicholas Evans, who was arrested for supplying heroin in Plymouth. Salman Ali, the Newport dealer, caught on camera during this drug handover, was also found guilty. And Raymond Lee, the courier who led to the whole...
Penfold, Danger Mouse. Penfold from Danger Mouse. Yo, DM? Yo, DM?
network being identified is also now in prison. They will be behind bars for many years.
When you finally have these individuals under lock and key, there is that sense of relief, but also the realization that now the work really begins.
You better believe it, bruv.
A success.
And you should have been doing this. This should have been these operations, right? Should have been in full effect maybe 10, 15 years ago. And you might not even be in the mess that we are in today because of it. Yeah. Everyone I've noticed today, I've been a corner shop. Couldn't make it up. Corner shop. Yeah, it's all you're hearing is the name Ali. I mean, you haven't got to be fucking Britain's greatest detective to figure it out, have you? Just raid every corner shop in Britain.
Successful operation for detectives.
Just raid every corner shop in Britain, see what you get.
With the gang bosses under lock and key.
And I ain't snitching on you, corner shop owners, but you seem to be prevalent.
And a drugs network dismantled.
Will we rid our streets of drugs? Probably not. But can we keep it to a level where people can walk the streets safely? Yes, I believe we can. And if we've achieved that, then I've done my job.
Oh, that was interesting, guys. That was fucking interesting. I'm fucking mad. Ah! Yeah. Yeah, I gotta leave you now, guys. I'm gonna go out on the scrambler. We're gonna go up the mountain on the scrambler. hopefully I won't be in hospital next time I speak to you. Hopefully I won't be having hospital food. And yeah, have a good Sunday, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. South Wales out.